Hey guys, cold.brew here. Welcome back to another Watcher of Realms video. I have officially completed the game. Well, not really, not really completed it, but here we are, guys. Days of signing in 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 days in. The exact amount of days needed to pick up, boom, the storyline hero. And where is she? Claim. And claim. There we go. Just finish all of the storyline within the game, the challenges that you need to complete to push forward in Watcher of Realms and get basically a fighter that works very well for your account. I've seen this clip before, but let's just enjoy it. She is an amazing hero. I've seen her multiple times being featured within other guides from other content creators out there. Specifically, my bucket, I think I saw a video of him using an awakened version of her, and he was doing like a tactic where she would be reviving heroes much quicker because of her awakening one. So pretty interesting. The storyline felt easier, but okay, I am a spender, so I do think that free play will have a much more challenge, especially for some specific missions of the storyline that you need to progress through. Some specific promotion rates or gear rates can be very difficult when you don't have legendary heroes, and especially the lords that I got very lucky with on my account. So boom, there we go. The main storyline is done. Do I feel like I have completed the game though? Well, absolutely not. Not because of the collection aspect. Honestly, I will never collect all the heroes, even though we only have like 130 heroes in the game. Not because we have legendaries and epics and all that, but because you will never get all of these heroes in these games. This is the whole reason that these games exist, for you to be collecting as you progress through, and they will keep on adding heroes that are better and better. But that makes it very interesting, as long as, you know, the game keeps adding some more content, some more things for us to push with our own heroes, to push our gear further. And that's what I see the future of this game being. They'll be adding new heroes every month or every 2-3 weeks. I don't know their exact timelines, but they will, as they are doing it, they'll also be adding some interesting events, maybe like the treasure in the deep. That was very cool. I enjoyed it a lot when that was available. I couldn't even complete it, so there was a lot of room there for me to grow and push forward. I still haven't finished the campaign, honestly. Even though I finished the storyline, I think the storyline should have maybe be tied, like further missions in the storyline after you get the legendary hero, be tied to fully completing all of hard, all of expert. Although there were some, I think the furthest that they required you to complete expert was, I think, 513. That was the final mission, right? So there's a lot of things that I still need to do. I still need to complete even some of the promotion rates. I haven't really tried the melee rate. I still think I need to do the extreme 2. I think endurance, also extreme 2, I haven't really tried because I farm the other 2 difficulties when I need to. The other 2 I've done. And resource rate, these are okay, very easy. Guild boss, so much more for me to push for. I barely do Nightmare 3, and I do very little damage, so there's a lot of optimization that I need to do there for sure. And I know people hit this and do thousands upon thousands of damage on this boss. Then we have the gear rates, which are of course insane. Like the jump from 18 to 19 is out of this world, not just because of the power requirement here, but also the difficulty, how much damage you need to beat this stage. And like, if you don't have Vierna, like a really strong one, I don't really know how you can do this one. You need really strong heroes with very optimized gear, which is the next thing I'll be chasing for, optimizing the gear on all of my heroes. A lot of farming, which, yeah, we are all doing gear 8 too. I'm on 17. 18 proves to be difficult, again, because of all the hits that the boss does. Basically destroys all my damage dealers. Maybe my tanks survive, but I'll try to figure it out if I need to push a little bit further than 17. Gear 8 3, I think I'll be able to push now with the new heroes that I do have. Because as you see, the recommended heroes, I have all 3 here. And I'm going to try this one to see if I can push for maybe the epics only. The mythics only, stage 19. But I think that is insane. Like look at that. Maybe I can do 18, but 19, it's a huge step. So more room for me there to push. Artifact material rate. Again, this one is by far the most difficult one for me. Like, I don't even have any of the recommended heroes here. I do have some of the slightly recommended heroes. So faction trial, again, you need to complete this 160, so I'm at 105 for the faction trial, so maybe 2/3 all the way through. And then tide. This seems easy so far, but I talked to a friend of mine. He is at around stage 100, and it is getting very, very difficult. So it is tied to your power also, but you need to be progressing your account in order to not find these huge difficult portions of this one. So yeah, lots of things to do. I can't wait to see what other type of content they add after this. The Void Rift is the most recent addition, which again, I only managed to complete normal. And if you saw my video the other day, I completed it only because of an HP burn on the final tick that hit the boss and killed it. That's the only reason I completed it, all right? Only reason I completed it. So I think I'm far away from completing hard, although I think you can attempt it. So next time it refreshes in 3 days, I think I can still attempt it, but not get the rewards. So I might do that. So I don't get the rewards, but see how far I can push. And then if I get stuck, I'll just fall behind and do normal to get all of the rewards here, which is like a guaranteed ancient crystal and the material in the end. Because I think if you don't complete the whole thing, you don't get the big rewards, such as the mithril, which is much needed for your mythical artifacts, which again is another part of the game. In terms of arena, I've reached Overlord. I don't think arena is challenging that much. Of course, my heroes are good, but it's not challenging in the sense of once you reach the top rank, the top tier that they have here, right, like this one, there's no real reason to push further and further, all right, except for maybe the banner on the top, but that's for the absolute whales who buy refreshes for 150 gems per 5 fights, which is why this guy is like 3,000 rating higher. They might even have like an agreement, the whales between them, like this guy will get it this rotation, then the other guy gets it, so that they all get the portrait. If they don't, it's kind of stupid for them to push again if they have it already, because there's no clear rewards other than just the avatar that you get. But I think arena is not something that the game is focusing right now, but I do think that they will in the future. Also, I've read on that there's guild battles coming in the future. I have no idea how that is, so more and more things for me to do in the game. So by far, although it feels like a clickbaity title, the storyline is finished, which is kind of cool. If you think about it, I think a free-to-play can do the storyline in maybe 1 or 2 months. And as I said, the missions will be the most interesting for them. And they might need to use allies, the heroes from their allies, in order to push through. And overall get that legendary hero to help them push even further. So there she is, Volka. Looks good. I will not try to gear her right now, although I did need a fighter. I did just get Araka, which my plan was initially to just upgrade her, but I got a much better fighter who's also a lord. Unbelievable luck. Check my last summoning video to see my reaction to this one. But I'll still get her to 50. I'll still use her whenever I can. But overall, I think I got very lucky, and this is part why I completed the story. I would think so quick. There's still things that I want to do, is like improve on even my epics, and maybe do videos only with epics. But then again, that is not very realistic, because even if you do it only with epics, the gear is what plays a big role. The gear is such a huge differential between, you see one epic hero, then you see the other epic hero. They might be the same, they look the same, but they're not the same. The gear plays such a big role, and I want to also try and find a way to optimize damage, because I'm still not clear about the relationship between attack in the game and crit rate and crit damage, it feels like attack has such a heavier impact than crit damage. I thought crit damage would do way more, the same way that we have it in Raid Shadow Legends, which I've been playing that game since forever, it feels like. But in this game, it feels like attack is a much larger priority rather than, let's say, crit damage. And I've also been trying to look on top ranked players, right? So I click on the arena and I go here on the ranks just to see what these guys do, because these guys, let's say they have unlimited funds or something, because wow, look at that. So let's see his Salazar, which, look at that. I'm not gonna go over his mythic artifact, which is completely maxed out, but if you have a look at his gear, attack bonus, and here usually I would see attack bonus, but this guy went for the upgraded, or is it because it's a set that goes to 72%? I guess it's because it's a set. So he has an insane amount of both attack and crit damage. Bad example. This guy, yeah, 17,000 attack, very low crit damage. Maybe it's because Nocturne does true damage based on his attacks, and that's why he's so fast. So there's different things that you need to be focusing as you're progressing through to the late game, the end game. The late game, I still don't even think I'm in the late game. So I might do a video, try to separate what means to be early game, a beginner, early, mid, late, and end game from my own experience so far. I might do also a video just giving an honest review about the game. This is not that, but yeah, this was my video for today, guys, showing you my progression. Finally cleared it. These are some extra sub stories that I can't complete, but I feel not rushed at all. And I think this one I cannot even complete, because when I click on here, it says not yet available. So it's basically impossible for me to do it just yet. I think it needs to be unlocked, and it's available right now on the Forerunner server, the alpha, beta server, whatever they call it. This was the video, guys, for today. Thank you all for joining the channel by subscribing, right? I really appreciate it. It really helps me push forward and making more content on the game, as I'm honestly enjoying it. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you all. See you soon.